Hello, everyone. Hello, person watching. Can you hear me? How are you? Hold on, let me find. You'll get a chair or something real quick. I'll be right back. That's fine. It's whatever. I don't know. Oh wait, I don't know. Maybe I can get something. What's that? Anything you want to talk about, person watching? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Hello, person watching. How are you doing, person watching? Anything you want to talk about? Hello, person watching. Probably if you're the same person or not, I don't know, but. Anything you want to talk about? My album of the year is now Schlagen. No, no. I'm sorry. It's Cavalcade by Black Midi. It's my favorite album of the 2020s as of now. My opinion changed. I don't know. I'm absolutely loving it right now. So You want to talk about anything? Person watching? Oh, hello, science fiction. How are you doing? You can hear me, right? There's two people watching. What? I'm okay. I can hear you. Okay, that's good. Um, you see this game? I'm doing good though. Yeah. You all right? Yeah, it's my new album of the year. Probably my album of the decade so far too. So incredible. And hold on, and I don't know. I probably already watched the video, but this one comes with the Prince cover and the like the magazine with the yeah. Like, I need to listen to it more to truly grasp its greatness. Yeah, I've listened to it tons of times. Oh, it's upside down. I'm sorry. Okay. I've listened to it so many times today. It gets better than Schlagenheim. Like I think it's a big improvement over Schlagenheim. And Schlagenheim is great too, but I think this one's a lot better. And I heard they're working on another album. It's probably gonna have a similar sound to this, I'd imagine. Expect nothing but greatness from it. How does it sound on vinyl? Well, if I got to be honest with you, um, I don't have my professional speaker with me, so I'm just using just just this Bose speaker, which obviously isn't a professional thing to use for vinyl, obviously, you know. So I can't answer that quite yet. But when I get home and I'm able to use my professional speaker, I'll definitely let you know though. For 3 people watching, no, there's only 2. Hey, come here, guys. What is your take on Hogwash and Boulder Dash? That's one of the more underrated songs off the album. I mean, they're all great. I'd say it's one of the song's weaker tracks, but I don't get why people. I don't know. I don't get why that's the one that people automatically say is the weakest off the album. I think everyone loves every song off of it, but I don't know. It's hard to say because there's not really a bad song on it, you know. But that song's incredible too. But it's definitely one of the album's weaker songs, you know. But it's a pretty good song though. Hogwash and Boulder Dash. It kind of reminds me a bit of like Primus a bit, and I love Primus so. Oh, hey, Mayan, how are you doing? Oh, well, I love Mariana Distretch and Diamond Stuff. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, that song is definitely a different Marianne. Hold on, that's the second song I'm pretty sure, right? Because that one has almost like a Brazilian like MPV bossa nova sound to it, and I like Brazilian music a lot. Diamond Stuff is pretty good too. It's one of the slower songs off the album, but it builds up really well though. Oh, are you the guy who did the Fragile review? Yeah. Well, I didn't really review it. I think I just did it. Well, usually my unboxings, I kind of do like I do a review and an unboxing, but it's mostly just an unboxing. But yeah, I did unbox the Fragile by Nine Inch Nails though. I subscribed to you. Oh, thanks. I actually just got the CD today. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, The Fragile is one of my favorite albums ever. It's my favorite Nine Inch Nails album too. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, so basically, like, I don't know. I don't really want to get political, but someone's trying to tell me that. All right, I guess I'll just have this. Someone's trying to tell me that George Floyd died of an overdose. And he's trying to show me he died of an overdose, and I'm proving to him that's just a conspiracy theory. He did not die of an overdose. He died from neck compression because there are 11 nanograms. He died, had 11 nanograms in his system of fentanyl in the system, and it takes 100. There's 100,000 nanograms in a milligram of fentanyl, and it takes 2 to 3 milligrams of fentanyl to provide a lethal dose. And people are I guess he saw this thing where there's the official autopsy and people are cutting out the part at the top that says he died from neck compression, and they're looking at the part where it says no injuries on the neck or all this other stuff, and then it says 11 nanograms of fentanyl, and they're saying nope, he died from overdose because look at that, it's saying that. And then even though the person who did the autopsy also used it to prove his guilt, it's just stupid. I don't know, someone's just trying to tell me that he died of an overdose when he obviously didn't. You have to be like freaking stupid to think that. I lost it contributed to his death. I lost it contributed to his death, but I don't think he overdosed mid neck. At lost it contributed to his death, but I don't think he overdosed at neck, knee, and at most. I misspelled most. Oh, at, at most it contributed to his death, but I don't think he overdosed. And I don't think it couldn't have, because see, like the fentanyl in his system, 11 nanograms, that's so small, that's likely taken from a prescription drug. Like there's no way that could have had any involvement at all in his death. Like, there's just no possible way, because 11 nanograms is such a small dose that it's likely taken from a prescription drug, because there's 100,000 like nanograms of fentanyl would equal into a milligram, and it takes 2 to 3 milligrams to provide a lethal dose of fentanyl. And if he did happen to take drugs, be addicted to stuff like that, he could have eventually, like he would have had some sort of resistant to it, like develop some sort of resistance to it. So it would likely take even more than 2 to 3 milligrams to prove lethal to him. You know, so I don't know. I don't want to get political here, but that's just I don't know. It's just that's what I was doing, I guess. What platform are you discussing on? Oh, it's just iFunny. There's just a bunch of really freaking idiot alt right people on iFunny that are just say this crap all the time. And I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to talk to these people and just try to tell them, like, try to say no, what you're being told is not correct, and I'm gonna tell you why this isn't right, why this isn't true. And most of the time they just, I mean, there's been a couple times where they say, yeah, I get it, I understand, but most of the time they just try to argue with me and just, I don't know. It had it had to be the alt right. Yeah, it's just those freaking it. Yeah, the alt right people are like the dumbest people on the planet. Yeah, they're freaking idiots. But I want to see if I can talk to these people and let them know you're not being taught any, like, what you're being told is not true. It's fake news. I don't know. I don't really, but I don't want to get political. I don't want to, because listen. So if you're conservative, I don't have any problem with that. I have people who are conservative friends. There's a lot of people in my family that are conservative. I don't have anything. I don't have any problem with people who are Republican. I really don't. I just I think some people are, if it's to the point where it's insanely far right and you have very hateful beliefs, then that's when I can't associate with you. But if you're like, there's obviously bad people who are from the left and right. Patriots are patriots until it comes to paying taxes. They try to find loopholes. Yeah, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I don't have anything against Republicans. I don't. Like, I think you can have any type of political party you want as long as it's not something like fascism, like neo-Nazism. That's when I can't associate with you. Like National Socialists, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't agree with that. All right, but enough of that. I saw you had a Radiohead vinyl behind your bed. And Rainbow's your favorite? Yeah, yeah. And Rainbows is my favorite Radiohead album. It was Kid A for a really long time though, but it's now probably in Rainbows. Let's. I mean, we already dropped the political talk. Let's drop the political talk now. I don't want to. I don't want to like. I mean, personally, I talk about politics all the time, but I don't want to, like I did maybe into my channel maybe at some point, but I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to divide my viewers or something. For me, it's Kid A. Yeah, Kid A is great too. Kid A is an amazing album as well. Kid A is fantastic, and it's in my eyes also a masterpiece. But have you guys heard of the Smile? The Smile? I'm not sure what that is. Is that a band? I mean, I know the Smile by the Beach Boys, but I'm not sure if I heard of a group called the Smile though. Tom York's new band, huh? I didn't know that. I didn't know he formed a new band. I'll have to go listen to that. I just had a British accent for a second. That wasn't purposeful. Is the Powers That Be your favorite? Yeah, the Powers That Be is my favorite album of all time. I don't know. It just kind of has just about everything, a bit of everything to it. I think Johnny Depp and the first record on In on the Moon, they're both like masterpieces in their own right. And they're both like the strongest things they ever did. Yeah, of all time. It's my favorite release of all time. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I've seen this on Rate Your Music. I guess I didn't know that Tom York was in this. Huh. Like, yeah, I mean, I saw this on Rate Your Music. I guess I didn't know that this is another group Tom York's in. That's interesting. I'll have to go check it out. It's a live bootleg? Is that what it is? Huh. I'll have to go check it out. Sounds interesting. Yeah, The Powers That Be is my favorite of all time. Wash. Well, I mean, whoa. That's what I said. Oh, my bad. So, what's some music you guys been listening to lately? Or some movies you guys saw lately, or, you know? Do you know one thing I want to talk about? I saw a movie called Come and See. It's a Russian, well, I guess Soviet film from 1985. It's really good. Have you guys heard of that movie? It's really dark though, but it's really good. It's like very like very heavy. I love the whole discography, and I know it the most common choice, but my favorite will always be The Money Store. I can listen to one song because it plays into the next and the next, and it's banger after banger. Yeah, Money Store is great too. Money Store is also a masterpiece. It's probably my second favorite Def Grips project. Money Store is amazing too. It's a fantastic introduction to them. If you want to get someone into Def Grips, that's definitely the album you have to go to because it's one of the best. It's their most accessible. A lot of their best songs are on it. But personally, I prefer The Powers That Be over it, but The Money Store is also a masterpiece. One of the best rap albums I've ever listened to. Also, I'd say Def Grips is my favorite band. So, yeah. I had a phase where I thought every album was their best. Oh, that you liked every one of the albums equally. I can see that. They don't really have an album I would say I dislike. I think all their albums are great. I think Government Plates is, I'd say it's probably their weakest one, but it's still pretty good. Well, I mean, I guess like if you were to count the EPs too, I guess Gmail and the Restraining Orders is easily their worst, but it's still decent. I mean, I would say it's easily the weaker than their studio albums, though. But it's still good. I have not seen Come and See, but I saw a video discussing how it should be considered the most disturbing movie of all time. Well, it is a very dark and heavy movie, and I can definitely see people finding it disturbing because it's so. I think the thing it's so disturbing is that the stuff in the movie actually happened. I guess because that's all I'll say. Um, but I don't know. I haven't really. I don't personally. I mean, a movie can be dark and disturbing, but I feel like if I'm not gonna, I don't know. I'm not someone who would go and sit down and watch a movie just because it's dark and disturbing. Because I feel like some movies are just dark and disturbing for the sake of being dark and disturbing. There's not really a point. Like Human Centipede, for instance, I'm never gonna watch that movie because it's probably absolute dog shit, and it's probably just like. Let me tell you this: one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life is a Serbian film, And it's also probably the most disturbing movie I've ever seen. But it was absolute dog shit. It was such a bad movie, but it was very disturbing. But I felt like it was just disturbing for the sake of being disturbing, and it was just absolute shit, like a fucking like pile of shit. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. But it was disturbing. But it's awful. It's a fucking awful movie. Like I kind of wish, I honestly wish I didn't, like someone just told me to watch it, and then I wish, yeah, it's a disturbing movie, but it's also a bad movie, you know. But come and see, there's a reason it's disturbing for a reason, you know. It makes sense why it's disturbing. With come and see, I mean, if a Serbian film is just shit, it's just disturbing nonsense, like shit, just disturbing for the sake of being disturbing, you know. And I guess one movie I've saw that is not disturbing for the sake of being disturbing, but I still didn't like, is Cannibal Holocaust, which is also very disturbing, but I didn't like it either. But I definitely prefer it over a Serbian film, though. But that movie, I like it. It served the purpose, but I still didn't like it. But you know, who else? Who knows? Who cares? But you know, another good movie that's disturbing, but it serves a point, is Old Boy. And I don't want to. You probably won't. I won't spoil anything. It's a great movie, but I just will say, you won't really know it's disturbing until near the end. Why it's disturbing. And obviously, A Clockwork Orange is probably considered disturbing. It's one of my favorite films ever. So I don't know, but I feel like the disturbingness has to serve a point. It has to be, there has to be a reason why it's as dark as it is. It can't just. I feel like it can't just be just dark just because. I feel like there has to be a really, really well thought out reason why it's as dark as it is. You know, that's just me. I don't know, but I think like one movie I watched that I think I don't know. Let me think. One movie I watched recently that was kind of disturbing was Ichi the Killer or something like that. I think it was what it was called, and I guess it's disturbing, but it was honestly like I thought it was decent, even though I mean, I felt like it was kind of silly because the effects in it were so bad, but I thought it was really original, really creative, I guess. But it was funny to see how terrible the effects were. But yeah, the movie's disturbing. There's one scene that made me literally gag, just because I wasn't expecting it. But I won't tell you what it is if you're thinking of watching it though. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I'd watch it again, but I thought it was decent for what it was. It was really creative. I'll give him that. I probably, and yeah, it's the director is known for directing a bunch of really, really controversial, disturbing movies, but also more family friendly films or something. He kind of covers all different sorts of different genres or something. I mean, that had a phase. That had a phase that I thought ever. Oh, no, man. Oh, I mean that I had a phase that I thought every album was the best. On one day, it was No Love Deep Web, then You're the Snitch, and then Ex-Military. Oh, yeah, No Love Deep Web is one of their more underrated ones, I'd say, because No Love. I mean, I guess I would say No Love Deep Web is one of their weaker projects, but that's not saying much because No Love Deep Web is also a fantastic album that I absolutely love. Um, You're the Snitch, I think, is one of their weaker ones, but it's still great. And Ex-Military is my third favorite. Ex-Military is also a masterpiece, like a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. And it used to be one of my least favorite Death Grips projects, but now it's one of my favorites. I absolutely love Ex-Military. I own the bootleg copy of it. It's probably my favorite mixtape of all time, too. I got bored of Bottomless Pit in a week, but I still love it. You know, Bottomless Pit's one of my favorite. Bottomless Pit's probably my fourth favorite out of their studio albums. But I think my fourth favorite release of theirs is Steroids, and Steroids at one point was my favorite, but it's not anymore. But it's definitely one of the best things they ever did. Steroids is incredible as well, and one of the strongest things they did easily. It's their second best release that's not an album after Ex-Military in my eyes. Yeah. My whole life. Oh yeah, that's a great. I think Bald Head Girl, and then let's see, I like Bald Head Girl, and then I also like the very last track. What's it called? Like, I forgot what they call it. Like State of Drugs, I think is what they call it. And there's Black Body's really good too. And then there's that one part of they consider this one part that they call Blazabat or I don't know, where the one where he says the word bitch a lot. I think people call that Blazabat, and some people have said they don't consider it to be a section. They just consider it to be part of my whole life or something like that. I've heard. Yeah, Black Body's really good too. Come and go whenever you please. Yeah, that sounds great. And there's not really a song I'd really say I just like off the EP, but it's one mix, I guess, you know. But I'm trying to think what else is what are on there. What's your favorite Primus album? Probably Frizzle Fry. Well, it's probably either I don't know. It's probably either Frizzle Fry or Sailing the Sea of Cheese. Maybe I think I might like Sailing the Sea of Cheese just a little bit more than Frizzle Fry. I think. And I'm not sure which one's ahead of the other on Rate Your Music. If, I don't know. I might have to edit it again if you see my top 1,000 favorite albums list. But maybe it's probably Sailing Sea of Cheese because I love Jerry the Race Car Driver. I love that like Tommy the Cat song. I don't know. That Sailing the Seas of Cheese is really good. I'm just assuming you have listened to every song and album created. No, I would not say that. I definitely haven't listened to every song and album created. I've listened to tons, probably over. I don't know. I listen to music all the time, so I'll tell you that. But no, I have not listened to every song and album ever created. You don't like Pork Soda? I like Pork Soda. That's probably my third favorite release they did. Pork Soda's great. Yeah, Pork Soda's great. And Mr. Crinkle, that's a great song. And My Name is Mud, that's a great song. Like DMV or whatever, that song about the DMV, that's a great song. But Pork Soda's great. Pork Soda's great. And Les Claypool is a freaking amazing guitarist. Not bassist. He's an amazing bassist. Like one of the best bassists ever. Just got the CD, Bob. Welcome to the world. Primus sucks. That's what they say. For some reason, that's what the band says when the Primus fans say that to each other. Primus sucks or something. And I can imagine some people being like, "No, Primus doesn't suck. Primus is good." And I'm like, "Well, that's just what people say. That's what fans say to each other for some reason." I wish it wasn't that way. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Why I don't get why they say that. I mean, that's probably the point. They want to confuse people, you know. But yeah. I like Spark Soda's darker atmosphere ambience. Yeah, Pork Soda is I'd say it's one of their more experimental records, I guess. It's one of their more avant-garde releases. I mean, it's kind of weird saying because Primus definitely has some avant-garde characteristics in their music, which it's weird saying that because they're generally a pretty popular group, and you don't necessarily really see avant-garde groups kind of popular in the but um but Pork Soda was one of their more commercially like successful, I think, because My Name Is Mud, I think, is their most popular song, right? You like Jane's Addiction? I don't feel like I listened to enough songs by them to really say, but I like the songs I've heard. But you know what, I'll tell you what I do because my dad really likes Jane's Addiction, and so does my mom, and I'll go give them a listen. I'll listen to a couple of their albums. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something like that. This is kind of late, but oh, but I also do have some Jane's Addiction CDs at home, and that's just because they were originally my dad's, but he just gave me my mom and dad just gave me their CD collection because they know I like collecting music, so I'll give them a listen. They sound like I like the songs I've heard by them. I just haven't listened to an album all the way through by them, so I don't feel like I've listened to enough music to really get a conclusion on them. What's any other groups you'd recommend to me? Oh, I just want to let you guys know. In about 10 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream. Just letting you guys know. So what? No, I just said. Is there any other groups you'd recommend to me? I can't. I can't say it. YouTube blocks my comment. Hold on. What? Um. Yeah. YouTube. Your mic. My mic went down. Wait. Wait. Let me see. Hello. It's not down for me. I can hear myself in the stream. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, but it's. Can you hear me? Oh, I'm trying to say the name of the band. You, you mic went down. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's freaking weird. Like with that stuff. Is it fuck buttons? I don't know. I can maybe see that being a word they. So I think I haven't listened. I don't know if it's fuck buttons. I mean, that's probably not what the group you're talking about, but um, you can't really name a lot of groups that have cuss words in their album title. I mean, band title. But I haven't think I've listened to a fuck buttons album, but I've listened to stuff by Blank Mass, and I think he's pretty good. And he's a member of fuck buttons, I think. But fuck buttons, I've been meaning to check them out though, because I heard they're really good. And I like Blank Mass's music a lot. So, but that's probably not what you're talking about though. But that's just what I would think. I don't really know what else what other word they block. I guess. I mean, it's stupid. YouTube does that. It's like people will, if you say a cuss word, they'll like say, "This is bad. You can you." Like, I cuss all the time on my streams. I don't care as long as I was, it's just dumb. I'm going to say the bad word in reverse. Okay. All right. You like porno for pyros? Porno for pyros. I've not heard of them. No, I've not heard of. I've not heard of that group. But I'll be sure to check them out though. I'll put it in my little thing of groups to check out. It's an interesting name though. It makes me think of. You need to turn your mic up. Oh. I'll just talk closer into it. Can you hear me better? Or can you hear me better now? Still sounds weird. Well, I don't know. Like, there's probably nothing I can do right now, but you can't. Oh, hold on. You can't hear me well? Hey there. Hi. Well, there's probably nothing I can really do right now, but I'll be sure to like maybe just go back to the control panel and maybe turn the volume up, because I basically just because I've noticed that when I do the videos, like the mic is all staticky and weird and it sounds bad when I do the videos. So I watched a little video on what to do, and I just went. So it told me to go to the control panel, and when I went to it, it said that the thing or whatever, I forgot what it was, but it was like up to like 90, and they said to keep it around 20. You can hear me now? Okay, that's good. But, yeah, I was probably, maybe I was just too far away from the mic or something, I guess. But it said to leave it around 20, and it was at like 90. So I thought maybe that's why it sounds so bad. I haven't really watched my. I don't know. Maybe it's not it's not a good thing that I don't rewatch my videos, but I guess they're just unboxing videos, so I don't really. And then they're easy to make, I guess. I just do them because I like doing them, and I like talking to people about music and stuff like that, and sharing my music taste and everything like that. So I don't know. I just don't feel like I really need to rewatch them, but I'll probably rewatch the Rammstein one once I'm done with this, though. I'm gonna end the stream at 4 minutes, by the way, guys. So, all right. Band P for Pyros is great in my personal opinion. I'll check them out. I'll be sure to check them out. Their cover. I looked at their cover art. It kind of reminds me of Primus a bit, just because of the claymation stuff. I'll check out Jane's Addiction. I'll check out Porno for Pyros. Porno for Pyros I've never heard of, but I'll check them out. Obviously I heard of Jane's Addiction. They have 2 albums. Ask your dad about Porno for Pyros. Trust me, he will know. I don't know. Well, my dad is like really, really into. I'd say I probably have a more. I mean, there's groups that my mom really likes that I like, but I'd say I probably have a more similar music taste to my dad than I do my mom, because my dad likes Nine Inch Nails, he likes Alice in Chains, he likes Metallica, he likes Slayer, he likes Megadeth, Black Sabbath, all that stuff, you know. Like, he doesn't really like metal that's like really, really heavy like I do. Is I like metal that's really, really, really heavy. You know, like death metal and black metal and grindcore. stuff like that. My dad's not into that stuff, but me and him both like thrash a lot, you know. But I don't know. I think he likes Primus too. He's that's actually the first album I actually know about Primus because my dad had a Sailing the Sea of Cheese on CD. That's how I got into Primus. So maybe that's why it's my favorite because it's the first one I listened to. But I don't know. Frizzle Fry is great too. Frizzle Fry is also incredible. They have the same frontman. Wait, of Primus? Wait, let me see. I don't think my dad's like an insanely huge fan of Primus. I think he just got the CD because he likes that song. Like Jerry was a race car driver. Oh, the Jane's Addiction. Okay, I got you. Same frontman of Jane's Addiction. I got you. Interesting. All right, in about less than 1 minute, I'm going to end the stream, guys. Just letting you guys know. Jane's Addiction and Born Over Pyros of the same frontman, Perry Farrell. Interesting. We'll be sure to check both of those groups out. Trust me, Porno for Pyros is miles better than Jane's Addiction. Oh, really? All right, I'll have to check them out. I'll tell you which one I prefer. All right, listen to the self-titled album. All right, I'll be sure to do that. Oh, what, Porno for Pyros? Or Jane's Addiction? I don't know if I'm not sure if Jane's Addiction has a self-titled album or not. But I don't know. All right, well, and in about 10 seconds. Well, I'm on less than 10 seconds now, but it was really, really good talking to you guys. I had a lot of fun. I always look forward to doing these. I always enjoy talking to you guys. I had a good time. And I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.